here we are again. End of the month, or actually beginning of the month, was May 31st, I think. End of the month, beginning of the month, you know, the bill paying sort of time. Just up here, paying true for her phone. Still don't know why she doesn't swap over to DTAC and do what I do and pay as I go, but hey, it's part of the way of things. But it does bring a question that's been on my mind, so I thought I'd just do a little video about it. Catch you in a minute. Yeah, so the thing that's come up recently, and it's something that happened a couple of years ago. There was a Thailand vlogger goes by the name of AJ, who was actually doing a pretty good series of videos. Yes, give me the change, darling. Good.
Same price.
Good. Good.
Don't worry about everything.
It's okay. Yeah, so he was out here and he did a series of about 30 to 40 videos in the space of about 2 months. And then all of a sudden he just disappeared off the face of the planet. And nobody to this day, well, apart from I guess him and his very close confidants, actually have any idea where he went. And this is getting rather noisy under the air conditioning. I'll catch in a second. คุณชื่ออะไร
คุณพี่อ้วน
Oh, nice to meet you. ยินดีที่ได้รู้จัก
รู้จักนานแล้วนะอ้วนรู้จักนานแล้วรู้จักมา5 ปีแล้ว
She see you maybe
จำได้
4-5 years ago, but she cannot say talking with you. She see you and me all the time here.
สังเกตตลอดแล้วมาตลอด
Him see everything for see you walk by something here.
Yeah.
5 years.
Oh yeah, thanks, yeah, because I live here in Thailand. Kapaka. The poor girl, right? Tuesday's ride tired her out. She's never ridden that far on a motorcycle before in a single day. It was only 200.
Just say yes or no.
Yes, lovely.
I saw now. God.
Okay, so she's going shopping. She's got strong strength now because she's going shopping. Yeah, it was only 220 kilometres, round trip or thereabouts. So I didn't get an exact amount of distance on it. But yeah, we were out the whole day, and this was the longest ride for her. And she hasn't taken it well. She needs to do more exercise. Talk about me not getting enough exercise. Well, unfortunately, I seem to be fairly fit compared to her. Anyhow, back into the subject. Was to do with the fact that AJ said nobody really had any idea what happened to him, and to this day, most of the people following him still have no idea, which is a bit unfortunate. I don't think anything really foul has ever happened to him, but it did cause some concern for the people who showed concern to fellow human beings on this planet. And it's only just come up recently, our mate Prince, we did that video with the pub crawl on that Wednesday night a couple of weeks ago, and then we knew that he was popping off down the eastern side of the bay, down past Phuket, down past Pattaya, Rayong, and the Chattanamburi, down towards that way, and he's going to spend a week on an island out there, and we sort of knew that he was going to be incommunicado because the lack of those sort of services that we're all so used to, like internet. But it's now been like nearly 2 weeks, and again he hasn't showed up. So this gave me some thought about what can we be doing better? Kids. What can we do better, in this sort of area with our fellow travellers when they come to the country? I don't know. So should we sort of start to work on a buddy system? Thailand is is a great place. trying to follow what's going on in the background here. And I've got music in the background as well. Just pick it up in a second. Anyway, so just staying on subject here. Right, so, like it does present, like this whole, thing about, well, as you're a traveller coming to Thailand, sort of some of you are coming here really to get away from it all, and I can quite appreciate that. It is your holiday and everything else, but if you're keeping abreast of the vlogging channels and you're in communication with certain people in that genre, well, making it easier for us to actually sort of keep in touch with you guys. We worry about the fact that we've had our feet firmly planted in the ground here for a couple of years, whereas you're all new to this and stuff, and like seriously, things can change in Thailand so quickly. An example, like I think I mentioned it on a recent vlog, was getting off the BTS at Bang Wah. It's a known fact that like people get off the BTS and they walk down on the main street there and jump in a taxi and go the rest of the distance. I was coming home a couple of weeks ago. I actually had to walk about 300 metres up that road before a taxi would stop, because we had police on that corner booking all the taxis for stopping in the no standing zone. Like Petkasem Road has actually got a no standing from I think 8 a.m. in the morning to 11 p.m. at night, 7 days a week, right? It's like, it's a complete clearway. Hardly ever have I seen that ever enforced, but for some reason over the last couple of weeks, they just came down with the hard hammer on that one, booking taxis for picking up fares. They're not even stopping, they're only sort of picking up a fare. But this is the way things go, like the whole way that the judicial system and the traffic policing system does vary from week to week, and I guess like we used to say this in Australia about the Australian system, they must look at their budgets and realise that they're a bit short on their funds for their Christmas, things like that, and then all of a sudden they're booking you for jaywalking, which is such a misdemeanor, like why do they even bother? But yeah, it's, again, the way that the system works over here is quite strange. Like tonight, just even coming up here tonight, you got a crossing there, or a U-turn location just out the front of Big C Petkasem here. So you've got two police there, like helping the traffic feed in and feed out of the U-turn, in both directions, right? And you've got motorcyclists with passengers with no helmets, and they're just completely ignoring them. Right, now that's 1,000 baht fine and a confiscation of a motorcycle. That's what the current law is. Yet the police are completely ignoring it. They're more concerned with helping the traffic flow. But yeah, next week it'll be different. Maybe they'll sit there and book everybody that goes past. And my point being is the fact that, well, we really never know what's going on. If they don't like the cut of your jacket, you could find yourself in all sorts of strife as a foreigner in a place like one of the islands, or even going through some of the sort of the more touristy places like Pattaya. I think we mentioned that whole idea of the Belgian or German man with his motorcycle without a license, right, causing a ruckus. Now, he could have easily been thrown in jail for that, just for causing, an inconvenience. Causing an inconvenience. I doubt it would have happened, but the thing is, there was a lot of video cameras going on. But that's the sort of thing. It's such a strange place. So getting back to the point I'm trying to make here with this video is, if you're coming out here, right, what are you doing to set up a buddy system? Like keeping at least contact with one person, right, who's either in the country and knows a few of the ins and outs of how things work around here, right? Like, I know you might find it hard to get, like an internet service sometimes, but like SMS, like I'm quite happy to give you my phone number. Just check in every couple of days. It's like effectively, I think on my DTAC account, it cost me $2 to send an SMS. Even if that, I really don't know. I think it's $2 for a phone call. I don't know what an SMS costs. I'm sure you can afford those sort of things. You know, picking up. What do you want?
Give me that. I just buy something in your video. Okay.
What you want?
I don't know. You give me money that I just
give you money.
Buy little bit for some.
Yeah, don't give me grief about that. She's my wife. Come on.
Come on.
Oh, okay. Love you.
Give me.
You have limit $40. $40. Okay, no more. Okay.
ไปเท่าไหร่อ่ะ
No, not like this style.
นี่คุชได้เหรอ
Show me, darling. What you think? Why you like snake?
My style. Gucci.
Yeah.
Gucci.
Okay. No. If you want to wear Fila, they pay you for advertising. And Supreme. I don't know why people buy these things. You're advertising a company and you're paying to do so. Really? Okay, like I might wear my Kawasaki hat, but hey, come on. I like Kawasaki. But yeah, anyway, so getting back to this whole thing, you know, if you are coming out here into Thailand, and like I've always sort of made a point of being, you know, putting myself out there as, you know, somebody that you can contact if you're coming out here. Like as I said, I always have my links down below in the description box there for my Facebook accounts, Facebook business page, and all that sort of stuff. What I'm doing is I'm sort of putting out that hand and it's just saying, like, if you want to have a contact here, right, hit that subscribe button, keep in touch, right, let us know what you're doing. Like, we got Brian back out here, you know, he's a wheelchair-bound Aussie, you know, and we did a video with him a few months back. I caught him on Facebook today. He's on I think it's 3 or 4 live feeds. He's doing the air-conditioned express from Bangkok to Hua Hin today. So like he's letting us know where he is and what his place is. Right? Okay, you're going to need, you know, an internet service to do that, but really, you know, have a think about that. You know, do you want to be paying global roaming charges, or do what I did when I first came out here? Now, if you're going to regularly travel, this is something I haven't really covered much before, but the SIM card services that we have available here in Thailand is a little bit different to what I've experienced here in Australia. Australia is, you know, like small population density in large areas, right, and, you know, a number of different competing companies, and they're all doing the same thing to rip everybody off. Over here, we've got sort of 4 or 5 carriers. And Thais tend to have 2 to 3 internet accounts, or 2 to 3 SIM cards each. I don't know why they have to have so many, but that's another story altogether. Now, when I first came out here, I grabbed myself 100 baht Happy SIM from DTAC. Now, I believe that they still cost 100 baht, right? Yes, you're going to have to do fingerprints now and sort of, you know, passport ID to get one, right? But I know we're all sort of concerned about the privacy areas and everything else, but this is an issue, the fact that if you're not keeping in touch, right, then nobody's going to be looking after your back, seriously. Getting a SIM card, like 100 baht SIM card, right, then you can go into, you know, 7-Eleven, you can top it up with 500 baht. Now, with 500 baht, you can buy what they call a 1 month or a 4-week. I think you get 4.5 gig of data download, or 4.5 gig of data. I think that's actually download and upload for that 399 baht, and I think there's 7.5% GST on top of that. But all in all, it's a very simple thing. DTAC is one I would recommend because I've been using them now for, oh God, how long? I think I got my first Happy card in 2009. Actually, it's still the same card. It's just been upgraded a couple of times with the different services. I've managed to keep the same number for all that time. So I've had the same number for 9 years. This is like having a post-paid account. the unique thing about the way that the system works over here, if you're travelling to Thailand, you know, twice a year, that number can stay in existence. In retrospect to the fact that when you put money on the card, that money in that what they call prepaid position will be good for 365 days before that account is wiped out. In Australia, alas, it's only 30 days, so it's a bit of a pain in the ass. But as I said, in Thailand it's a little bit different. So get your happy card, go through all the little ID things for the first time. Then all you got to do, if you're doing 2 trips a year out here, every time you come out, just drop 100 baht on the card if you're not using it. That'll keep your number active. Anyway, that's really why I wanted to bring up tonight on this little outing. I don't think I really want us to do much more than that. It was just a little sort of a public service sort of announcement. I'm quite prepared to be a contact if you're over here. So I'm putting that hand of friendship out to the people I don't know. Most of you are all strangers. And you're a stranger in a strange land. I know a few of the tricks. So do other guys. You know, it doesn't have to be me. Like, it could be Stephen, it could be Ethan, it could be Lloyd, it could be look. There's dozens of us out there, depending on your location, where you're travelling to. If you're down in Hua Hin, call Johnny up. If you're up north, you've got what's his name, Dan, up in Chiang Mai. But if you don't sort of make the move, in some sense, we're going a little bit above and beyond, what's expected of us as people who document Thailand and Thailand travel and Thailand things and Thailand everything. Anyway, look, I got music in the background, so it's probably going to be a problem again. So just catch you in a second. Anyway, so we're just going to go and grab some hashiban now. You want hashiban today?
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah, hashiban. Japanese, well, it's fast food Japanese. But anyway, so as I said, look, always offering that hand, link up on Facebook, let us know what you're doing around the place, get going with a buddy system. It doesn't have to be me, it could be anybody, right? We just are concerned a little bit that, when you're out here, you could sort of hit a snag or two, people then can sort of know that, where the contact. You just tell your friends that here's your buddy. If you don't hear from me, check up with them. Get the idea. I'm sure that's going to help improve the system out here a bit. Not that it's likely really anything is ever going to happen, but again, you just never can tell. It's a strange place, and some of the customs can be a bit strange. I only found out about one. I've been riding here for 2 years, and motorcycles aren't actually allowed to ride on the centre, lane of a dual lane carriageway. They've got to stay on the outside near the gutter. What a bizarre law that is. Obviously, it was written, 1975, when everybody had step-throughs or 50cc mopeds. But could you imagine riding a 1000cc motorcycle in the gutter lane? Oh my God! Yeah, there's a lot of laws that need to be changed, to be modernised, but we never know them all. So it's just one of those sort of things. We just have to be extra diligent and make sure that we don't cross the line somewhere. Anyway, guys, look, just a little bit of an information video while we're out shopping on a Thursday night. Don't forget all the links up above there, Patreon, my website. Down below for the PayPal link and all the social contact pages. Hook up. I'm not going to bite. So let's hope to hear from you. See you soon.